dad ever.
You ain't supposed to be talking. This is a recording session. Recording is in session. Savagery is now in session.
Yeah, we on the bouch with it. We on the bouch with it. Ever been on a bouch? I'm just saying. You ever been on a bouch?
No, nigga. I asked you that shit today. I was like, what would you do if I had a bouch in my house? Like, sit the fuck down.
Word up. Yo, that's
it depends how the house looked, though. If the house
you know how simple a bouch is?
I understand how simple it is, but if the house
if you put
like
a sheet on a bouch, guess what you got? You got a nice little legless couch right now.
Right.
That shit probably comfortable as hell. It's a whole bed, so your back got support.
You a mess.
You
but
feel
if
me?
my house
You literally
like
lean
that,
back.
If the couch look like that, are you sitting on that?
I'ma sit on there, but like, nah, that's wild. That's dirty. That's dirty.
Exactly.
That room smells like corn chips and Newports.
But we're back, guys.
What's poppin'? To all my ratchets out there, how you doing?
Hi, it's your girl Jerome.
Your boy EJ.
Damn, how y'all been? How y'all been this week? How
everybody,
y'all was
everybody
last
good?
week?
Everybody Gucci?
Everybody here? Y'all ready? Y'all had attention? Okay.
Y'all getting tired of staying home, huh? I know I'll be.
I was seeing
I walked around the block
fucking,
for no reason the other day.
I mean, it's good to get out though. I saw some shit on Facebook about niggas sending lawsuits to like Governor Murphy because they want to get out the house and that they are discriminating against non-essential workers and the kids that can't graduate. They can't have the outside graduation.
They privileged. They
right.
Privileges.
What's discriminative about that?
Shut up. Like
what's essential about keeping the gun shops open? I'm confused. Explícame.
Well, listen, alright? White people are confused. So we're not gonna understand all their reasons.
No, it's not even about them being confused and they always feel like they entitled. That's the fucking word.
Well, you're right. You're not gonna argue.
Always feel like they entitled. Why can't we do it? Why can't I go out? Nigga, I think
it was in Michigan. I forgot what state it was. I want to say Michigan. They had white people protesting with their guns out and all that. And then when black people started to do it, they put out a mandate saying that they're gonna arrest anybody with a gun now, right? Before it was press coverage, like, oh shit, look what they doing. Now the black people coming with the guns, it's oh shit, look what they doing.
Right.
And now everybody nervous, like, all right, we're gonna have to arrest everybody, okay? Because if we just arrest them, they're gonna call us
They're
racist.
definitely gonna see it. It's gonna be seen because there's no way that you can say that police shootings are not a national problem and they're not a racial issue. But it's clearly is. So now that's why they have to deal with the whole gun shit. But we don't get into politics on this podcast.
That was sorry. We diverted. My bad, people.
Therapy session. We just we're friends that like to talk still.
Yeah, whatever. We just be picking up subject.
But how have you been, darling? I know last week you got into an accident.
Yeah, I got into a car accident. This cool, I'll be alright.
He's not beat up. He's able to walk and shit. I mean, internally he's a little sore.
Yeah, but I'm alright.
Yes.
Other than that, it's just been. You know what? I'm gonna jump right into it because I've been thinking about this all week. What Bossie said about his kid. He has paid for prostitutes to give his 12, 13-year-old some type of fellatio or sexual favors or what. Like, at first, I kind of felt torn about it because, like, I'll admit, like, I lost my virginity at 13.
Right.
And, I knew what was going on. I didn't know what was going on, but I kind of knew what was going on. You know what I mean?
But most importantly, it was your choice, correct?
Yeah, that's my thing now.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
And that was my choice. You feel me? Like, I was in the situation. I got into the situation, and it just happened.
Right.
You feel me? I think he's setting these kids up for like major trauma. Like, yeah. Like, if they end up gay, I'm not trying to say gay is bad, but I'm just saying, like, if they end up gay later on in life, that might be something. No, that might be something that might have triggered it. Like, now he could be nervous about dealing with women for the rest of his life. You know what I mean? Like, you never know how that turns out. It could be the exact opposite.
I'm glad you changed your tune.
Yeah, no, because I get it. Like, that could be the exact opposite of what he's trying to do. You know what I mean? Like, he's literally it could jeopardize the actual merit in what he's trying to do.
Listen, we all know why Bossie did it.
Yeah,
Bossie did it because he wants his kid to like pussy.
Absolutely.
He doesn't want his kid to like men. His sons to like men. Yeah. And in his interviews on Vlad TV, he stated about D.Wades' whole situation. At least let him get his dick sucked before you cut it off. Like,
you know what?
sir.
Like, it's very strong opinions when it comes to stuff like this, especially in the black community. But I mean, the Hispanic community is just as bad. Like, we don't.
My whole thing about this is, granted that D-Wade didn't put the statement out, or they said what they said because they wanted to have a say in the LGBT community. Granted, we're all going to have our opinions about it, but D-Wade did not put this information out for niggas to go and test their kid and see if their sons are going to be fucking gay.
Boosie definitely
Like,
said that.
that's not what he did.
He's
put
doing the
this
most.
out
He's doing the
because
most. He's
it's a hard enough time for children to come out to their parents, let alone being a black child, let alone being a black boy. So that's why D-Wade made the decision that he made to put that statement out about his son.
Now,
that had nothing to do with Boosie doing what he did.
Now let me ask you a question.
The rest of y'all niggas are doing.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Do you think this is worse than T.I. having his daughter's hymen checked?
I think no. I think that is a protective measure. Granted, he shouldn't have put it out, telling people again that he did it, that he wants to know. But put your shoes in T.I.'s sneakers. You have a daughter.
I don't think I would be comfortable.
Do you want to
in forcing my daughter to get checked in for hymen? I think it's like a real big violation of privacy.
Again, we don't know the background to it, so I don't know if he requested it.
So this isn't as bad. So this isn't as bad.
I don't think it's bad.
Okay, I get you.
I mean, regardless, I don't want my dad knowing. I don't want the whole world knowing. Like, when I was younger, my mom asked the doctor to check me because she knew I was having sex. She had a suspicion that I was having sex. So that's the only reason why a parent would do that, now that I'm a parent. And when I look back on it, I didn't want her to know, but the doctor did respect my wishes, and he asked me, like, he told my mom to step out the room, and he was like, listen, you're the patient. I'm not allowed to give your mom information regarding HIPAA. If you don't want me to tell her, you have that right. I'm not allowed to tell her. And I told him, please don't tell her, and he didn't. So when it comes to medical shit like that, of course, and also I'm in the medical field, so I know about stuff like that, but put it in, flip it and make it your situation. You have a daughter, so she's going to only get older, and if you're going to have an issue, if you're going to think about her having sex, do you want her to be as pure as possible?
I'm going to put her in a covenant. She's going to a convent at the age of 12. She's going to learn to praise Jesus.
We're going to talk about nunneries and stuff, too, because we finished The Last Kingdom, bitch.
Yes, we did. I've been finished. She was catching up.
Yeah, we didn't talk about last week because he waited for me to finish. But
I didn't like the last episode.
We didn't. But before we get on into that, the whole Boosie situation, I'm not feeling. Like, no. I think that it's major fucking torture, trauma. I don't care.
Somebody should go check on those kids.
I'm not gonna say all that.
That's what I'm saying. That's the vibe. That's the vibe I get. But somebody go check on them real quick.
Yeah. But in the black community, you don't do that. So it's like, oh, somebody better say something. I'm not gonna say it.
That's what I'll say. It. Go check on them kids.
No, definitely.
You don't know you don't know what that could have did to the kid's psyche.
I don't like it at all because I'm not gonna get into it on the podcast. But before we got on the podcast, I mentioned to EJ a lot of my background as a child. A girl growing up. In the foster care system, before I went into the foster care system, and a lot of shit happened to me, within families, friends, people that were supposed to protect me and shit like that. And I don't give a fuck if his son came to Boosie and was like, oh, I want to get my dick sucked. As a fucking parent, you should not condone that.
Yeah.
You should talk to your kid about it, but I don't think that you should be allowing it.
At least wait till they see.
Right, so we could put that in the same example as as long as my kid is in the house drinking with me, it's okay. As long as the kid is in the house smoking with me, it's okay. Yeah. You letting the kid do it, so you already know that when we go outside, it's gonna happen because you ain't there and you already allow it.
Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right.
Now we have issues with these little boys getting touched and stuff out here. They don't say nothing. They're scared to say stuff. People taking advantage of little boys. I have a problem with that because that's a no-no. He's still a child. Like that, you should be protecting your child. Like you shouldn't be letting them do stupid shit like that or wanting to experiment with that.
You see, like when I think about kids as just, I always think of it as just like that goes to show you how deep how deep that I need to be a man. I need to be like that masculinity that is portrayed on us even as children. Like, look, we're supposed to be okay with getting something like that at such a young age.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like that's wrong at the end of the day. Like I agree with you 100%. It's wrong, but we're taught at a young age that young. This is what it's supposed to be. This is what it's like. This is how you're supposed to.
Yeah, but at what age do you condone it?
That's what I'm saying. Like it's sad that
just
it's
because
at this
you're talking,
young.
just because you're talking to your kid about it doesn't mean that are you condoning it when you're telling your kid this is what you're gonna experience.
That's the thing. You'll have parents like Boosie. Boosie not the first person to do this. You know that.
I'm pretty
sure.
So
that's what I'm saying. So you have parents like Boosie that might have done this, and this is where you get the people that view women the way that they view them and treat women the way that they treat them, and end up having all the relationships they have the way it ends up like traumatize people. Like this is a very dangerous game that Boosie playing, and I just feel like a lot of parents play that dangerous game, and it just never ends up well.
It's a dangerous game being a parent altogether.
Yeah.
Because you have to weigh out so many different options when it comes to talking to your child about something. Like my daughter's about to be 10. Yeah. And she's coming into her breast. Mm-hmm. I don't think she's going to get her menstrual when she's 10. I didn't get it until I was like 13, 14. Mm-hmm. But I know parents that have daughters that are 7, 6 getting their menstruals. So I have to not to cut you off, but I have to get ready to talk to her about her menstrual coming. And with her menstrual coming, there's a possibility if she has sex too young, she can get pregnant at a really young age. So I have to get ready to talk to her about these things. And that's literally what I was about to ask you right now. It's was at what age do you think? At what age, if your daughter came up to you and said that she started having sex, right? At what age would it be that you wouldn't be upset? I mean, definitely before she turns 16. I mean, once she turns 16, I kind of feel like she's very immersed in the internet and social media. So you feel like by 16 years old, if she's sexually active, you wouldn't necessarily be upset as long as she came and talked to you about it and wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be upset. I definitely am trying to get ready to steer her in a direction where she needs to know a lot of things and not just the basic shit that our parents taught us. Like, she needs to know a lot of shit. And even though she's 10 and people might think, oh my God, 10 is too young, it's a dangerous game being a parent. Once you bring another child into this world, your whole fucking way of thinking, it just... No, you're right. Everything. Because I'll tell you right now, hard. I'll tell you right now, look, for me, maybe it's the fact that I'm a father and your mother, to me, she got to wait till at least 18. Well, that's what I'm saying. But then you're going to see it differently when you have a boy. That's what I'm saying. If my boy's clapping cheeks at 16 off the old block. That's fine. But that's weird. For you, I know it's weird. It's a double standard. But now again, for you, if your son comes to you before he's 16. I would be upset. Yeah. I would be upset that he made the same bad decision that I made, but then at the same time, I would have to really sit down with him and just have a legit big boy conversation. Absolutely, because not only that, you have to teach your son about when he comes. That's the thing. You could put yourself into a really bad situation. You and this little girl, whoever you're sleeping with. Yes, the little older, whoever You know what I mean? If she having sex with you, she having sex with other people. Make sure you wrap up. Hello, and not just about pregnancy, STD. Which is crazy because as an adult, I can shit, man. I'll be man enough to say there's been times I didn't wear a condom, but it's oh, definitely. You know what I mean? But it's crazy as an adult. We sit here, we judging shit, and we tell people all the time, you don't use brothers, you nasty. Knowing you just raw dogged the shit out some bitch the other night. It's crazy. That's such a. I mean, nobody uses condoms. All right, we use condoms for bitches that look like just. I mean, if you're single, you should be using condoms. Well, listen, I'll tell you right now, there was a couple bad bitches that I was like, I ain't strapping shit up. Listen, that's why you think you have another one out there somewhere. I mean, it must.
I'm not gonna lie, yo, it's possible because pull out getting weed. Fuck that.
But yeah, also with the whole Boozy situation, they were having like, whose house would you let your kids stay at, like D.Wade or Boozy? And I'm definitely picking D.Wade. Like,
It's just, you know what it is? It's a trigger post because
it is.
Because so many people gonna be like, fuck that.
Fuck that.
Yo, one comment I read put me out. He said, I'm letting my son stay at Boozy house because he might come home with lipstick on his dick. If you go to Wade house, he coming home with lipstick on his lips. Yo, I swear to God, that shit put me out, son. I was in tears.
And, you know, not even to get, like, all deep into, like, the LGBT community and homosexuality and stuff like that, but when I was in school for psychology, and when you're in school, you have to talk about stuff like this. Like, it's a discussion, like, how would you feel if your son was gay? And a lot of fucking mothers, especially African-American mothers, were just... and
devastated.
Church-going African-American
That's
mothers.
another thing, too.
We're just like, no, like, absolutely
Yo, that
not.
reminds me of the video back in the day of the dude that be like, I don't like men's no more. I like women's. God made me straight. Like, yo, that shit makes me laugh.
But yeah, like it's a real issue in our community, and I mean, maybe because I just, like, I don't know, man. Like, my brain, I'm just so different, like, with thinking. Like, it's just so open, and I just, like, I can understand where people come from, but I also feel like a lot of people don't use common sense when thinking about certain things, and they don't think out of the box when thinking about a particular topic or subject. It's so, like, straight and narrow-minded, and it's just like, why? Like... I'm so confused. Like, why?
That's
you know,
frustrating.
Double standards, and then like,
there's certain double standards that people are just never gonna get out of.
I mean, I'm not saying that anybody has to change anything about whatever the fuck they do, how they think, but I'm asking people to think, expand your way of thinking.
Yeah.
Like, don't just be like, okay, yeah, you know, I think this way and it's never going to change. And okay, yeah, no, you're wrong. Because there's people that think like that. There's people that think that their opinion is fact and what the fuck you're saying is fucking wrong. And it's like...
that's a very one-sided conversation, yeah.
No. So, yeah, I mean, for me, as a parent... I think it's just... I don't condone what he did. You know, you don't know how this is going to affect your son. You don't know how this is going to affect him in the long run. You don't know if he's going to look at it, and what if now he gets older and now older women are, you know, freak him out, and what if now he's a fucking pedophile because of it? God forbid.
Or maybe it does exactly what you didn't want.
Exactly.
And now you got yourself a gay son because you got his dick sucked at 13.
So...
just saying, you know,
I mean, possible. Parenting, there's no correct way to do it, but I really feel like when you have kids, you should be able to use a certain degree of common sense that you shouldn't be thinking stupidly. Yeah. Like, you shouldn't be a fucking idiot if you're a parent. Like, if I talk to you and you're just stupid, I'm just like,
I ask certain type of questions when I talk to people to really gauge their wits. If we can have like a battle of wits. And most of the time I just get frustrated because the first time I hear first, I'm just like, all right, never.
So with it being Pod Day over the weekend, I was watching 90 Day Fiance because that's my shit. He hates that I watch that fucking show.
It makes no sense.
That's my shit. So you know the TLC channel, right? They have a lot of weird shows that people like. Like, they have that smothered show. Women. Okay. And gay men.
Women.
Whatever. They're men. They have penises.
That don't mean shit.
You
fuck like women. They don't be
the TLC has a lot of weird fucking shows, like the Pimple Popper and like 600-Pound Life, and you know the people that watch Pimple Popper. So look at you. You watch that shit?
Pimple Popper.
Oh my god, how could you watch that?
It's so gross.
Stuff. Ooh, okay. So yeah, and they have that midget show. So I was looking at it because one of the guy is a midget, and he got his wife pregnant, and she's an average sized woman. That's what they call us in the midget community, average sized people. And I was thinking, like, yo, like, what the fuck? Like, I understand a man looking at a midget And because midgets got the fatties and shit. That's all they can think about.
I
know what you think, but they look at it and they're like,
I think you're a pedophile.
It's acceptable. But how can a woman, an average sized woman, look at a midget and be attracted to it? I think there's something weird about that.
Maybe they realize that most midgets are tripods.
What?
Think about it. Their whole body disproportionate, but their dick is still regular size. I could imagine.
You think so?
I would think.
So if a midget is like
Mini Me, you don't remember? You don't remember when
I didn't watch that movie.
All right, well.
And they probably over exaggerated because they.
I've heard a rumor that because I have a weird thing with midgets. Like I don't like midgets. I'm pretty sure I've talked about midgets.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
So a conversation about midgets came through, and somebody was like, "Yo, I wonder like in Austin Powers, like when he said like, is everything proportionate?" You feel me? Like
I remember midget.
And then somebody that I went to high school with, he was like, "Yo, do you remember that midget that went to high school with us?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Well, I'm not gonna stump you. I was in the bathroom. I was using the stall. I happened to look over." And I mean, if what they say is true, son, that nigga packing, dog. And I was like, yo, that's so maybe women that like midgets, maybe they've heard that.
I don't know.
You feel me?
I've never heard that. I mean,
well, maybe a woman that likes to take control.
Likes to take control.
Like Deuce Bigelow. Like remember Deuce Bigelow when he? Oh my God, he was culturally deprived. Deuce Bigelow, he ended up having to be a gigolo. Okay. You know at least the theme.
Yes.
All right, cool. And one of the females that he had to be a gigolo for, he had to dress up as a baby.
Oh my God.
And this lady was like Shaq size. Like the bitch was like 7'2", but like so like a regular person was like a baby to her.
Right,
he dressed her up in baby clothes and all that shit. So if you really think about it, right? A woman that likes to overpower men and be dominant and be able to maybe she's like 5'3". You feel me? $120. Who really she gonna bully around?
Right.
A midget.
Okay.
So maybe that's why she's like, she figured it out. She gets the cute ones. You feel me? Maybe they pack it, and at the same time she get to throw them around the loops in the room. You feel me? Like tie them up to a swing, wing them around the ring and shit.
Tie him to a swing.
Maybe you could hang him in the middle of the ceiling and let him go like a tether ball.
Right.
And every time he go around, he gotta lick it.
He gotta lick it one time.
That's crazy, right? That's wild, son. I can write a book. That shit wild.
I'm fucking dead. You're so stupid. Nah, but I was thinking about that. Like, ugh, like what? Because no, not
but that's your preference.
I know, but I'm just saying, if you think about it though. If I'm laying down, picture me laying down. I'm laying down, bitch, okay? I'm laying down. And the midget is here. There's nothing else down here.
I mean, he really don't gotta be.
Look. No. That's weird. That is fucking weird.
Look, the reason why I personally think that if a guy thinks a female midget is sexy, I think he's a pedophile because you're practically just fucking a grown toddler.
Oh my God!
That's in my mentality. You're practically fucking a grown toddler. I'm sorry. A 12-year-old chubby toddler. That's what you're fucking when you fuck a female midget. They're the same size and everything, bro. It's mad fucking weird. Okay, I think you're a pedophile. If you're a female that likes fucking little guys, I think you just have an inferiority complex, an Napoleon complex.
Wow. Yeah, I can't get down with that.
Especially because they mean.
What, women or midgets? You think they mean?
Have you ever been to midget? Oh, you've never been to Midgetville. This is where this whole fear of midgets come from.
Oh my God!
You never heard of Scary New Jersey?
No.
You've never heard of Scary New Jersey?
Nigga, I've been here 3 years.
Bitch, oh my God! Where have you been living?
Here.
Oh my God! All right. Scared New Jersey, or Scared New Jersey, or New Jersey Scared, whatever. That's how that goes. It's all the urban legends and scary shit that New Jersey has to offer.
Okay.
So Midgetville
is it?
It's in the woods in somewhere. I forgot where it was, but you drive and you drive there. And it's mad little houses and little things, and it's little fucking we represent it's that type of area, you dig? But they don't like, but they don't like you coming into their hood. So like, there's been times where like they'll shoot in the air, like you'll hear guns popping off in the air, like maybe even hit the car sometimes, like maybe throwing rocks, like yo, like gotta get the fuck out of there.
Yo,
like, it's scary.
Yo, comment. Let us know about Scaryville if you what Scary New Jersey, Midgetville, and here in New Jersey somewhere.
Let's go one day.
Let's go. Halloween.
Yeah. Yo, I'm dead
serious, bitch.
We can go see the New Jersey Devil too.
Yeah, that ass.
You can do all that shit.
All that shit. I'm down. Right, cool,
I never saw it. Well, we gotta burn sage when we get back in the house.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Leave all that shit outside. We don't fuck with that shit.
I'm dead. But yeah, that was funny. Do you want to get into some Savage sounds, some music you've been listening to?
Yeah, actually. Where we at here with it? Future dropped a new album, High Off Life. That's one. Yep. Oh, come on now.
Alright, I'm not gonna judge.
So all my ratchets, Future dropped the album, you dig, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it's trash. There's like 2 or 3 good songs on this bitch. I'm not even gonna lie. He put out 21 songs and like a couple of them are alright.
21 songs and you like 2?
I think I like.
You try to pull a Chris Brown.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I liked like maybe 3 songs.
You try to pull a Chris Brown.
Him and Young Thug, Trapped in the Harlem Shake. Then it's Trapped in the Sun. High Tech Tech, Touch the Sky wasn't too bad. I wasn't too fond of the Solitaire and Travis Scott track. His All That All Uzi Vert was pretty good. Then Life is Good. Then he had the Life is Good remix. Then he had 100 Shooting. I mean, I guess you can do more than like 6, 7 songs. Maybe I don't know. Album like actually snap. But
yeah.
But for the rest, it's just it's regular, just mumble garbage. But then at the same time, like the people who listen to Future and like Future, we can dissect in his album what songs.
If you know Future fans will like
exactly
will like the songs that you don't like and more.
Exactly. So it's like,
all right, that's
Future's somebody you can fuck with. High Off Life.
High Off Life. All right, well, go check Future's album out if you guys are into that. High Off Life.
And if you didn't listen to Gooba, you feel me? Make sure you give my boy 6ix9ine his due respect as the king of New York, and you pop off and you listen to Gooba real quick. I'm telling you right now, if you want to get hyped, son, I be getting mad hype in my truck, dog. I put it on every morning. Dumb? Are you stupid? Like I mean my truck bugging. So
yo, I can't with you. So yeah, give those people a check out. I'm not sure how y'all feel about 6ix9ine, but if you feel 6ix9ine,
they like his music,
go check him out.
They just gonna cap and say, I don't fuck with snitches, but they listen to Gooba too.
Well, they be in there like,
obviously. He broke the views to 24 million people. They all watched the video.
Yeah.
They all watched it, whether they like him or not. That's the best part about 6ix9ine. Whether you like him or not, you're gonna watch it.
That's the thing, niggas is just nosy.
I love it.
Anywho,
to another troll.
I've been listening to Kehlani. Her album came out. She's not toxic.
She's toxic as hell.
Her album came out May 8th.
Kehlani toxic.
Her album is not toxic. She actually, this whole album, I believe, is about YG and probably her baby father because in the fucking song,
Kehlani makes music for women that watch paper plates.
She has that song "Hate the Club" with Masego, the jazz singer, the trumpet guy, and
she's an R&B Cardi, like it's horrible.
Okay. And that song, the whole description of the song, you know who she's talking about. You know she's talking about YG.
Mm-hmm.
So she was a little heartbroken in this album, talking about a little bit of love, talking about her serial lover. I love that song. That's her talking about her just fucking anything. Like, she's bisexual, so she's just out here.
She had sex with somebody I went to high school with. She was actually dating her. Yeah, Touche.
Oh, shit.
When she was dating Touche I went to high school with. She actually did my tattoo. Touche did this tattoo.
Aww,
she did this tattoo and she did this tattoo. World. Yeah, she dated Kehlani.
All right, well.
Shout out Shay.
Hey Shay. And I've been listening to. He put me on, I've always liked it, the Joyner Lucas song, the Will song.
Look,
the feature with Will on it.
I'm going to tell you right now.
I love it.
I'm going to tell you right now.
I love it.
I thought the Will track was dumb. I thought it was retarded. I didn't think it was a good track at all.
Why?
Until Will Smith touched it.
Oh.
I'm not even gonna stunt. Like Will Smith's swagger in that
remix was dope.
It's just like, yo, he out here just pretty much telling you, like, yo, I sold millions of records without using cuss words. Dog. What can you say to me?
Like, what can you do? I didn't disrespect bitches.
Word up. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I still was out here.
Will, and he out here.
Was he the Prince of R&B or something like that?
Yeah, like, yo, this guy's. It just goes to show you how amazing Will Smith is. Just as a person, actor, rapper. Dope. Like artist, like whatever, he does it all.
Businessman,
he does it all, bro. And him jumping on a track just showed like, he still got it.
So I definitely, I'm still listening to "It Was Good Until It Wasn't" by Kehlani. Go check that album out. If you guys have not checked out Joyner Lucas's the remix with Will, go check that shit out because it's dope. And we're gonna get into our topic.
Let's get it.
So our topic today is gonna be sorry guys, you know I got that post-nasal drip thing going on. Our topic is gonna be today the fantasy of love without responsibility. I'm not sure, do you listen to Hot 97 in the morning?
Sometimes.
Like the not the Breakfast Club, Ebro and them?
Yeah, sometimes.
And Shawnee when he's like love without responsibility.
Yeah.
He said that a lot. And I haven't been listening to them because, you know, I'm in quarantine and I'm stuck in the house. That's no excuse, but I'm not up in the morning. Like, you texted me this morning at 10:48.
You still
Bitch, I didn't wake up until like 11.
I know you was. That's why I sent the text. I didn't call.
Yeah. I was not
sent the text message.
Like, she'll hit me up when she's ready, when she wait and ready and available. That's it. But once I get back to work, I definitely will be back on my morning routine, listening to all my podcasts and my radio shows and shit like that. But anyway, I was thinking about that as well. The fantasy of love without responsibility. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, and yes, my boo thing is here, but that's why we love each other, because he knows about me. He probably knows what I'm about to say. But listen, when you're in a long-term relationship, it's natural to think about stuff outside of your relationship, you know, fantasize about shit. But the difference with me is that his face is always attached to whoever I'm imagining, you know?
I get that.
Like, I used to have fucking dreams about my boss, but his face was attached to my boss. Like, he had my boss's name.
That's so true.
But his face he was still him. And, like, we had all the money in the world, and he was a dentist, and I was like, yes, bitch, we just did everything. And he flew me around the world, and we had amazing fucking sex every night, and any bitch that wanted to talk to him, he was like, never, never, like, bye. And
I definitely get you.
So yeah, like, I have a real vivid imagination as well. I'm very, very creative in my brain. So I was thinking about that, and not even that. What also brought this to my attention is, do you know about Boris Kojob and his wife Nicole? They're black people. I'm not sure if you know them.
No, I don't know them. No. That's horrible. It's like, you made me sound so racist. Like, I'm not a racist. Right?
And his wife, Nicole Ari Parker, they did some, you know, with the whole quarantine thing, they did some, I don't know what you want to call it, I guess a video with another couple, like a dinner date, but they were Zooming with the other couple, I guess. And then they were Zoomed with the couple having dinner and shit like that, talking about, you know, what's going on now, their life, their marriage and kids and shit like that. So basically, they had a conversation, and she basically pulled at Aisha Curry, saying how, you know, her and her husband, they've been together for like 15, 16 years. They've been together for a long fucking time. And, you know, within the black community, we've never heard nothing about Boris and Nicole. No cheating scandals, none of that extra shit. They're like the Will and Jada, like no issues. So she basically was saying how, you know, she wishes that, you know, she gets dawned on still. She, you know, she misses that whole single life, I guess. She kind of cleaned it up, though, because she was saying that she misses the single life, but kind of like what I said, loves being married, but misses the sweetness and the chemistry. But that, to me, just said that Boris has lost his sweetness and has lost his... I guess he's like, okay, bitch, it's year 14 now. What we gonna do?
No, I
That's how I feel. Because he was just sitting in the video like, Yeah. And the other husband was like, "Yep, I still do that. I still do that. I still buy her roses. I still take her out to dinners, and I still do all of this." So
I think that's honestly that's y'all pressure on men.
don't say y'all.
It is y'all.
Don't say
It's
y'all.
y'all pressure on
Y'all
men.
excluding Dro.
It's y'all pressure on men. Like think about
As far
it.
as what?
Like look, old boy over there happy in his glory. Like yeah, I still do that. I still do that. But the other dude over there sitting like yeah. Like he probably don't. Like, what does she do for him? He probably don't want to say shit because it's gonna make her look like an asshole.
That's true.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta think about it. You gotta think about things that way. Like, you never hear a guy talk about, oh, you don't do what you did to give me. You don't hear that shit.
That neck twist.
You don't hear that shit from men. Alright? You hear that shit from women, and it's mad frustrating that we gotta hear that shit all the time because it's like if we really sit there and ask you, yo, what have you done to keep me? Like, what can you possibly say? Like, oh, I do this. Yeah, I've been doing that. where you at yours like that, but you get what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, we'll get into that like another session. But as far as I understood what she's saying, as far as like the fantasy, like I didn't watch much of it. You know, it was different than the whole Aisha Curry situation. But
Aisha Curry,
I mean, you know, I think these are moments of women that I think show that just because you're with someone that has money, I don't think that they are very happy. Honestly, if you want me to be honest. Oh yeah.
I think he doing the most. I think Aisha doing the most.
Oh, she definitely did the most.
Because think of like, yo, it's not like she doesn't. Like, yo, you gotta understand. Steph Curry isn't the type of dude to on his life. He takes care of his kid. There's been no scandals. I mean, he's never been out caught somewhere with a female that he's not supposed to be with.
Yeah, same thing with Boris and Nicole.
That's what I'm saying. So like, yo, if
they're
you
both
already
African American couples.
So that's what I'm saying. So if you already getting the respect from your man that he's in no scandals, he loves you, he provides for you, he supports your business, he does all this, he makes like, yo, Aisha wasn't cooking right away. Steph helped him out with all that money to be able to do it. Like, yo, but yeah, you got the nerve to go on public television talking about I still wish men dawned on me. Like, for what? If anything, you just completely denied what most women say that they want because you have everything that every woman would ever want.
Right.
You still want the attention of other men.
No, I definitely get you, but
imagine if a man said that shit.
Oh, of course.
But, you get double standard. You feel me? If a man said that shit, like, of course, nothing's enough for him.
Like, no, of course that he's gonna get flamed. All the females are gonna be out here like, like, why would you say that?
That's what I'm saying. Like, how you gonna disrespect your wife on TV?
What you mean? You still want more attention?
But when she said is yes, bitch. Like,
no, I didn't agree. But what I got from their whole little interview or whatever it was, she kind of missed the fantasy. You know, she missed the chemistry in their relationship. And every person's relationship is different. I feel like that a reason why why there's a lot of, I guess, side bitches and side niggas is because, you know, people have that fantasy of love without responsibility. Like, I'm in love with someone that I don't have to deal with every day. You know, I don't got to see you all the time. I don't got to talk to you all the time.
It's that beginning stage of a relationship that you don't. You miss the honeymoon stage where I don't have to talk to you today. I can talk to you tomorrow, and everything is still perfectly fine. How would you give that up, though? You know, I mean, that's something that you give up. At the end of the day, though, it's still. You know what I say? The best relationships are the ones that, as long as you can still laugh. If you can still laugh in a relationship, everything else should be worked through. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because like laughter heals. You know how many times me and my girl have had an argument, we having a serious talk, I say something funny, she starts to laugh and it completely breaks the mood.
Of course, and I could imagine you.
That's what I'm saying. So like, yo, like I feel like as long as you can make each other laugh still, you can always break down that tension that has y'all at each other's throats and be like, nah, for real, like let's talk. All right, like, you know, yeah, we laughed. All right, cool. You can't be mad if you're laughing. Let's get to the point.
I love that you're growing though, because like if you guys never knew EJ before, but me seeing EJ and his growth as far as like relationships, like he's like opened up his mind so like
I've tried
more, man. Like it sprouted like a little flower, you know?
Because I had to figure out what the fuck it was that was going wrong. I was starting to go crazy. So I'm like, yo, like it can't be me. You feel me? Like it can't. Like it got to a point where I literally had to look at myself and I was like, is it really me? Like, am I the one that's bugging? You feel me? Because I can honestly say, like, yeah, I've cheated on females, and I can sit here and say that the reason we broke up wasn't even that, because she never knew I was doing that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say it was right. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. But that's not what ended the relationship. What ended the relationship was what caused me to cheat. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like, I look back at it and it's like, all right, I've always cheated whenever I felt like this isn't going anywhere and I'm just procrastinating to break it up. Cool. That's why I cheat. I cheat because I plan on breaking up with you anyway. So if you catch me cheating,
it's like, oh my god,
fuck, what am I gonna do? All right, bye. But then at the same time, like, I kind of have my cake and I'm eating now, so I'm selfish. You know, it is what it is. I'm an ass. I take advantage of situations.
Stupid.
But, you know, if I'm really gonna think about it, like, what has been my problem? Well, every female that I've ever dealt with has been progressively better and better and better than the next, because I've learned from each relationship that I've been in, and I finally ran into somebody that I was just like, when I was mentally in a place where I can say, all right, cool, I can love you with responsibilities, but it's gonna feel like I have no responsibility.
And not even that,
because I needed somebody. That's the thing. I needed somebody that could communicate with me and have no problem separating ourselves from each other, even if it's for an hour or two, so I can get my mental state back to have to deal with somebody every day, because that's my biggest issue. I just don't like dealing with it.
Yes.
So, you know, once I learned that I had to find somebody that fit the criteria, not give her a chance and hope she fits. I had to find somebody that fitted out the gate.
Right.
And that's the only way it worked.
Stupid.
Because before, I used to give everybody a shot. Like, yeah, sure. Like, maybe you could be who I want you to be. That doesn't work. That shit don't work at all. Like, you're literally gotta be.
And not even that. Like, love. I heard this. Love is really chemistry. Like, you can't look at someone and think that y'all just gonna fall in love and that they're gonna be everything that you want them to be. No,
it's not.
Like, they have to already come that way. Like, that has to already be them, and then y'all's chemistry
can work. And it'll build into what
builds and strengthens. Right. So, like, listen, relationships are not. You said it before. They're not for the weak of heart.
Yeah,
you know, you gotta be motherfucking ready for a relationship. Okay, bitch. And with this quarantine, I'll be ready to fucking body slam the fuck out of the black Jew. But I love him. That's my baby.
I'm pretty sure he be on the D. What's that shit? From the top rope. Elbow drop off the top rope.
What's that shit that you used to say?
Shut your ass up.
That move that you so want to do?
RKO.
Yes, RKO.
Oh my god. You don't know how many times I want to RKO Val. I definitely understand that, bro. Like, yo, word up.
But I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't piss you up as much as you piss me off.
I do it on purpose, though.
I mean, maybe you deserve it.
I don't know.
Look, because I get it. Like, there's so many times when me and Val be bickering at each other, and I'll be looking at her, yo, and like I fantasize about it in my head. Like, I'll be like, yo, I swear to God, son, like, yo, if I jump across this couch right now, RK out of nowhere, son. Like, I'm gonna put you out, son, and then just hover over your body, like, yeah, what the fuck you thought this was? And you can't even call the cops, because I really didn't hit you. I just hit you with an RKO. Just grabbed your head real quick and brought it down. Like,
but yeah, relationships are not for the fucking weak. You gotta be a big person to be in a relationship, and not only that, like, relationships don't just end off of cheating.
You gotta be patient in a relationship.
Definitely,
you have to be patient. You have to allow for growth, and you have to allow you have to allow yourself to learn. You gotta learn your partner every day, regardless of, like, it's not even about, keep doing the same things that you was doing to get her. No, because eventually, I'm sorry to say this, fellas, when
that shit gonna die out.
It's gonna die out, bro. Like, there's only so much that you could do for a woman before she's gonna start complaining, bro. Like, just that's just life. That's just how it goes, bro. You could be the greatest man in the world, she'll still find something to complain about. So you just gotta learn about her every day, bro. Okay. Every day you gotta learn.
Yes.
Because it switches up, bro. She might like strawberry jam today, but tomorrow she gonna like purple jam, my man. And if she like purple jam and you put strawberry jam on that shit, guess who's the dumbass that doesn't pay attention to his females' likes and wants? You are, buddy. because she told you the other night in bed how she was going to start eating purple jam. So why did you even bother putting strawberry jam on her fucking bagel? All right, this is what you have to leave. This is what you got to look forward to.
Pay attention every day because every day it's a new something. It's a new topic.
This is what you need. This is what you need to prepare yourself for. Like every single day is
when you're in the store about to get something for her, like, oh, she liked this. I know she like. Wait, no. Always second guess yourself, man.
Fine, I bought her an ice pop. She said she wanted an ice pop. I bought her an ice pop. Oh, babe, I don't want this ice pop. I wanted another one. You were specific.
Bitch, you
told me ice pop.
Yesterday, you liked these, though.
Exactly. So, you know what she said? Yeah, but then I told you that I wanted to try the Kit Kat. So, when I told you I wanted this, why didn't you just bring me the Kit Kat one?
Remember
we supposed to be psychic.
And I was like, what the fuck you brought me a Reese's for?
Just try to do something nice. Right? Just try to do something nice.
But he knows I like the Hershey's cookies and cream. He's like, wait, you don't like Reese's? He's like,
yeah, you know what? I respect that answer. I dead ass respect that answer. Like, yo, that's not what they selling them.
I still thought of you. Word up.
But he bought me something that I wouldn't even.
You like Reese's?
You eat Reese's? Have you ever eaten a Reese's?
Like once in a millennium.
Have you ever eaten a Reese's in front of Richie? You've eaten a Reese's in front of Richie, right?
Yes.
Then you have no reason to complain if he bought you a Reese's because he has physically seen you eat that.
I'm hot. Y'all is stupid.
It's the truth, yo. I've done that shit. I feel him. Yo. I feel him. I've done that shit with Val, yo.
Oh.
I've seen Val eat something. And then I buy her that something, and she looks at me like, "Why did you give me this?" Because I've seen you eat it before. I saw it and thought of it.
I picked the Reese's back up. I walked in the kitchen. I'll just go fuck myself.
Right? Like, yeah, fuck me then, right?
That's it.
All right, fuck it. My bad.
God, y'all are stupid. But nah.
That's a sigh. That's great. I know that sigh.
That really grinds my gears.
I know that sigh.
Oh my god, yo. Hold up, water break. But yes, so when it comes to like the whole fantasy thing, I mean, like, do you fantasize, or you feel like if you fantasize, you're gonna die?
No, I mean,
or do you fantasize, but it's her, just like, you know, she got a nice ass body, like she look like Tyra, but it's her face.
Nah, I can honestly say I've.
Well, yeah.
But you know what though? Never been a moment of like, man, I wish I was here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I saw a picture and just like something came in my head. Or maybe it's somebody.
That's me. That's how I fantasize.
Maybe it's somebody that I did have sex with in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody, they post something on Facebook or Instagram, and I have a mental flashback. I can't even. Those are things that I can't even control.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like you see a picture's linked to a memory. If my last memory was me 8 inches deep, well, then that's the first thing that's going. That's the first thing that's gonna pop into my head. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't help it.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
So that's why, like, it's tough to say, like, fantasize and, like...
Like, I fantasize about being with girls sometimes, too. I don't know why.
I think you might.
I think so, too. But I've never been with a girl.
Because your problem is you can't see another girl touch your reach. That's why.
Maybe. I don't know. I think in the moment I would like it. Like, I would watch.
Ain't nobody touching my lady.
Like, I would like to watch it, and then, but I feel like he would look at me.
My chick, like, I can't have sex.
Ain't no dude touching.
That's what I'm saying. Ain't no dude touching my chick. Like, I'm sorry. I don't care if it's a double
female?
standard. Shit, if that's what she likes.
That's why we never had a threesome.
And that's what she likes. Shit.
That's what she likes. Shit.
So if we gotta have one girl, then she's talking about she gotta have one with a guy. So no, absolutely not. I'm the only thing that goes inside of this.
Okay. Well, that's why I fantasize. So, how do you guys fantasize out there? Like, you know, do you think that this is the reason why there's a lot of relationships that have a lot of cheating because the guys fantasize or women fantasize and they try to live off of that fantasy? Like, I don't know. I don't really live off of my fantasies. I just think that they're just like little imaginative. I think fantasies are like, it's like music and, you know, books and shit. You know, it's cute. Like, I love music. Music is all about different shit.
Yeah, but I mean, I think the problem that
as long as you don't act on a fantasy,
that's the problem. Is that
can you trust
yourself or your partner to not act on those fantasies if given the opportunity?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where the problem comes. If you're not a very trustworthy partner, then yeah, I'm probably gonna have problems you imagining or thinking about another man because what's to stop you from go ahead
and doing it?
You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's a scary thought. So I can understand the double in it. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I understand why it would be an issue for some. Maybe an insecurity thing. You know what I mean? Like you're big time insecure about yourself. So hearing your significant other say that they think about other women or other men.
And I was gonna ask you that. Like, do you consider fantasy like cheating, like an emotional cheating?
No, because I think that sometimes you really can't control it.
And like you can't tell somebody what to do.
In certain settings, I feel like you really can't control it. Like when I just explained.
But like you really can't. Like how can Val tell you how to think?
That's what I'm saying. Certain things just pop into your brain, and you're not even trying to do it. Like you could be walking with your girl, and you see a girl with a fat ass, and just the first thing you thought of was clapping that ass. And you're gonna get mad at your mind for doing this shit. Like you can't control your fucking brain. At the end of the day, like it popped up into your head. What do you want me to do? Like
that's true. I like a good fantasy though.
Sometimes that should be smacking, yo. I done had some dreams with people that I thought I would be dreaming of, and I'm like, yo, shit, that's like, I'm just getting it in.
Or you probably be thinking about like having sex with somebody, and then like when you look at them, like I have a lot of fantasies of women that I think would have good sex. And then when I look at them, I'm like, no, you're probably like a prude in bed. Like when they start talking, I'm like,
imagine though.
I don't think that you're the way that I fantasize you as. You know.
Imagine though. Imagine you think some bitch is like all bad, and sexy.
Facts, and then she just lays there.
It just ends up being.
And she just lays there.
Word, like
you know, prudent in bed and shit. Like.
That's gross.
Pooping every time you get close to the Gucci.
Didn't I tell you that shit happened to me one time? I didn't tell you that shit happened to me one time. Don't tell me I ain't never told you this story.
I think you put it in somebody's mouth.
No, I ain't. Why would I put somebody's? Why is somebody's mouth near my asshole? First off, we didn't establish this. That don't mean shit.
Alright, well, what happened? What's the story?
I'm not bent over.
You don't gotta be bent over to poop.
Listen. We're not gonna. Alright, I'm just gonna say. I'm messing around with this female, right?
Yeah.
So I'm doing my due diligence, you know what I mean?
Yes, you told me this.
Yeah,
go ahead, tell the podcast. Tell the session.
Alright, cool. So I started playing with her, right? Do not think. All of a sudden, I feel. Now, it couldn't have been the fan, it couldn't have been the AC, it couldn't have been the window that was open because my hand was under the covers.
Right.
But I felt a draft.
Right.
And I heard the. My problem was I didn't know if it came out the front or the back.
Right.
You feel me? Mm-hmm. No smell, no nothing. And she kept going like it wasn't nothing. So I was like, oh shit, it's talking to me. All right, cool. and I go ahead and I did my business. But after that, it's hand sanitizer on my hands. Like I rubbed it on my face too because I was like, if you get pink eye in the next month, I knew you farted on me. And if you farted on me, I'm never coming back. So, you know, it kind of worked out, but like that was like a real, like I gotta give myself credit. I give myself credit because I continued.
Right. You ignore the poop.
Yeah, I adored it.
Right. No, it's sex. It's
whatever. You feel me? I'm grown. I'm not about to sit here and get rid of these cheeks. Like,
you know.
I hope she don't do it again.
Who am I?
You know what I mean? Like, but yeah.
I'm so I can't.
She was crazy.
Well, we'll come back on and I'll tell y'all some of my fantasies I have. And, you know, see if I'm a little weirdo, if I'm a freak. I think I'm headed more towards a freak. You know, I said that to him the other day. I was like, did you ever watch She's Gotta Have It on Netflix?
Yes.
With Nola Darling. I was like, I feel like I'm Nola Darling. Where I'm like, I'm not a freak. I'm not a sex addict. Like, don't call me that. Because he calls me a freak all the time. And I'm like,
the shit you be talking about.
She hated that though.
Yeah, but the shit you be talking about on Facebook and shit, you seem like the biggest freak in the world. Shit, you was talking about eating gushes out your booty hole. Like that's not some freaky shit.
And he did it. So.
But that's what I'm saying. All right, cool. You're a freak. Like embrace that shit. You a freak. Like maybe you not weird because you don't want him to like come in your heels or shit. but you're a freak. But you're a freak to be like, yeah, he ate gushers out my booty hole. Like that's some freak type shit.
That's freak shit.
To our listeners in the United Kingdom, I need to start eating crumpets out y'all lady's ass. You feel me? Watch her go bob shit. All right.
This nigga said crumpets. I'm fucking dying up.
You gotta eat her ass with
Truffle.
truffle, a little bit of truffle oil.
Oh my
Bon
god. Yo, I'm dead. But before we get out of here, you want to finish this off on Moral of the Week?
Ah man, more of the week. We talk about so much stuff.
Facts.
Be you.
Yeah, be you. I like that.
Be you, but protect the kids.
Be you, but protect the kids.
Facts.
You know, we love the kids.
We love the kids, man.
Protect the kids, y'all.
We love them all.
Don't be out here fucking around with the kids, y'all. We are going to get out of here. We'll be back next week. Every motherfucking week.
Let's do it. You feel me? I ain't hit shot with it today.
Every time you do it.
I held back on it.
Like every time you do it, it still catches me.
Because I held back on it today. I didn't do it in the beginning.
That's true. No,
because I was like, I'm going to catch him off guard. I'm going to catch him off guard.
But yes, before we get out of here, don't forget, follow us on our Savagery In Session Facebook page.
Yes. We have 500 likes already.
Listen, all right? Come here every week. If you want to follow EJ on Instagram, his Instagram is
at @Nightcore_in_the_flesh.
Yes.
Oh wait, in the _flesh.
Yes. And if you want to follow me, you can follow me at Gata_LUVJRL.
And if you search for my first name, it's not gonna come up, so you're gonna have to search for King Dingaling. That's what the first name is on the profile. So.
Alright, well, King Zingaling, there you go.
You know, you just had to drop that little tit note, you know what I mean?
Fits the Savagery session.
Of course.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share.
Tell your mother, tell your sister, tell your aunt, tell your grandmother, tell your cousin, tell the cousin that you talk shit about.
Hello.
Talking all of them. All right. The one that you hang up and you call mom, like, Mom, you want to stay with this bitch today? Tell her to listen to the podcast. You feel me? They'll give you something to talk about, something you bond over.
Yes.
When this shit open back up and y'all start hitting your family reunions, like, yo, did you listen to Savagery In Session? Word of mouth is out right now, so we gotta, we just gotta help each other. Support, bitch, support. Because when I make it, I swear to God, I'm not gonna take y'all with me.
I'm definitely not, because it's already, shaking around right now.
Yo, can we get a house like right next to each other?
That would be dope. That would be so dope.
And we'll have like a back house that'll connect both houses. Yes. And that's what we do the podcast.
I'm down for it.
And we smoke and shit.
I like it.
Or Richie TV. Fox and another TV with the PlayStation. I'm with it. And if our females want to find us, they gotta figure it out.
Oh God. We didn't shout out our guys, and I thank you, which will be going up before this. But definitely shout out to the Not Up for Debate team. Jomar, Hood, Morris, J.
Love y'all.
I know all the names now. Love y'all. Definitely thank you so much for sharing. You guys share all the time I post. You guys share. And we want to share the love back. So
also thank you to Drunk Unks, Twitty, Uncle Rico.
Red is going to be doing our merch soon.
Yes, Red is going to be doing our merch soon. Red Kai Customs. Shout out to him.
Yep. What's the other one? What is it?
Studio 60 Designs.
Yeah, Studio 60 Designs. He also shares and reposts our sessions every time we post them
up. Shout out to my man. So,
Red. Thank you guys so much.
The blackest man I know.
Yes, y'all believe in us.
Midnight.
Y'all believe in us, and if y'all believe in us, I know that we can. There's a place for us out there somewhere. So
if you put a gray shirt on Red, you look like a black man. Swear to God. My bad. Sorry.
I can't.
I love you, Red.
Before we get out of here, we are on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts,
Anchor.
Go ahead. You want to keep going?
Nah, you go ahead.
Breaker, Pocket Cast, Overcast, and Radio Public. I got them all. I got them all. So we'll be back next week, guys. We're out.
Peace.